Hello, everyone. Yeah, Rick's got a organic cigarette. He loves to have that still yet until ready to let it go in the near future. Uh, this is a very most important update at this time, and I've been instructed by Father to put this out now to alleviate unnecessary dropping in one's vibration, to understand what's currently happening. And this will be an extended period. It has already begun. I believe, let's say a day and a half ago, that we began to dip into vibration, and we dipped down into the fourth dimensional state and timeline. So with this, it will be an extended period, and it can change at any time. It is indefinite, and as I have shared with all of you, you can watch the activity of the sun, and most notably on the space weather.com is a great site where you can watch what's occurring. And of course, all of you know that the sun directly affects the ascension and everything upon the planet. So, having said this, at this time, the activity on the sun has dropped the flare and light activity, those emissions, and it's for a very important divine reason. So now there is applied density coming to the planet, and each one of you has increased in sensitivity and in your empathic abilities very much so over the last 2 weeks. You have become so much stronger, so many more new gifts becoming online, and lots of goodies and more. Individuals are experiencing the miraculous things or profound things. You're experiencing more of your gifts and your abilities, and of course, telepathy as being one is becoming stronger, as many will attest to. But also new gifts with your visions. Once again, your abilities to see the actual colors of the energetics that are at play. These are divine energetics. So, for example, when you see a purple air or purple sky, it's a transmuting that is divinely occurring to represent the energy. So the colors represents the energies. However, it's giving you more of a gauge on what's occurring by you able to see what is occurring with the energy, and it allows you to navigate much more and to say in the least, okay, yeah, this is real, and I know what's occurring, so I know what to do with my energy when I see these different colors of the energy. But getting back to importantly, in this time, many of you will feel the density in this short period. It should not, the longevity of it should be, or the duration should be very short. However, I don't have a time on that, and that's why we have to say it's an extended period of density, which began about a day and a half ago. And the reason I need to put this message out is so that ones are not bewildered and confused and think that you're regressing back into the old. That's not what's happening. You are going back into the old in the lower density, but you're there for a purpose, for any that are coming out of that density that needs assistance to uplift them. So you're there to take their hand. Now, you're in this density, you do not be proactive. To that extent, you sit and you move very little and you do very little, and these ones will come to you that you may need to assist to give them the higher dimension. reality that we are going into, and let them know that this is just a short period of, let's say, density and feeling like this, but they need to be subjugated to this divine density so that they make the choices. So this assists when they've had enough of the old we're down into, then they make the choices that individual choices to begin to align themselves with the higher timelines, what we have created together and what we are constantly creating. So you do very little in these times, and when you're feeling the density, and just conserve your energy. Many of you have already done it. You've made, like, we don't need to protect, but it's like a protective layer you put on your energy, and just bring it in at this time. Keep it close to you. Many of you have become so powerful, and your impression and your impact as a co-creator on the outside reality, divinely, we do not want that per se disturbing that density out there, because it's there for a divine reason. So you just haul in your energy, and you keep in your own little space your reality, and those that need to come to you, they will find you in this time. Now, also connected with this density is what you could say significant dense effects or events around the planet. They have to occur now, so the divine stage is set up. And these somewhat negative events, again, is what propels the ones to go within and become empowered enough to stand and rise for the next level. So after this dip that we're in, we are going to go up again with even a higher shift. And as many of you know, that let's say preceding the last day and a half, we had about a week and a half of very good higher paradigm experiences in reality, that for the most part we were up in there. We had a good secure higher timeline where we had many had come up, and it keeps getting stronger every time more comes up there. So there is the ebb and the flow with it, meaning that we are of the higher timeline, we are the divine ones, we are the vanguard to raise the others up. So you have the crest, and then you have the dip, where we go down and we assist, and then we come up again, and we each time we are coming higher and higher, and it's part of the process. So you can envision it with the crest and trough of the wave, or also the spiral that is on the slant that goes upward as we keep transitioning reality. So with this, if you're saying, you know, what's going on, now you know what's going on. So it's a divine plan with this. And during this time, of course, if you're a digital warrior, what have you, you will see more trolls as well come out at this time, and I know ones of you have been seeing it over the last few days. So there's two things with this. When you see the trolls coming out, if you will, attacking, the trolls are minions of the darkness for the most part, but also we have some of the light. You know, they become inundated, and they will also, as part of their mastery and their process going forward, sometimes they have to play like a role like that. However, it's not as distinct as what the actual trolls are. So you can discern who is light and who is not when this occurs, because some of the light, or some of the ones that have not risen out of the fear enough yet, sometimes they get caught in that drama. But you're able to distinguish between who is light and who is the actual darkness. So with this, the darkness, if you will, again, the remnants of them upon the planet are very desperate, and they're in great fear because they know that their 2,000 years, if you will, is over, and that the new age truly is here, and the heaven on earth scenario is what we're all going towards in this ascension. And, many of you were taught that the ascension in the beginning is a personal thing, but in reality, it's all of us together. And it's about 6 billion human souls upon the planet that are going forward. So, yes, it's an individual ascension, but it's also a planetary ascension. And this is why we have masters here, that you're not allowed to leave until the mission is complete. And we're bestowed and endowed, with all of these divine abilities. And every one of you that has your Kundalini or Merkaba activated, truly and fully that this is the case. So we don't need to explain or prove ourselves to anyone, but we do need to be the beacons of light. And each one plays your roles here at this time with the ascension, so we all contribute, and that's what's going on. And we are making just such a significant movement forward, and the Galactics, if you will, are making more of a presence, and more are seeing that assistance. And maybe perhaps you're not seeing the direct assistance, but at least you're seeing the ships more and more to let you know that there is another assisting force here as well with this ascension, and to also give you the sense of security that you're a ground crew here, but we're not alone. There are over 4 million, what you could say, that have the master level upon the planet with certain gifts at this time, but there are also more, but it's part of the process. So this over 4 million, this number keeps growing as we go forward. It's not constant. This is the same as with the twin flames. Every day, if you will, there are new twin flames pairs that become an add to the overall twin flame quotient upon the planet. And to keep it simple, the reason is the higher you rise in vibration, then others get activated, because it's divinely timed for them to come in to play the role as we unite and take the whole mission home, if you will. So, to keep this short, this is the main thing. Understand what's going on. There will be density. You may be seeing some darkness out there, but just know that it's just part of what needs to occur right now. Don't get caught up in any of the drama, the same tips, and don't get caught up in the negativity. Walk away if you're subjugated to it. Do not exert nor expend any of your energy on any of the lower consciousness, is what is suggested. With the majority, they're still individuals. Each one is unique to your role, what you're doing. So generically I say this, however, there's unique cases where ones may need to continue to confront the darkness, if you will. And also there's many levels with this ascending consciousness. Even though it's all one like that, there are many levels, and there are different themes and different things that occur on the different consciousness level. And this information here is more so, it is for everyone, but more so for the Vanguard to let you know what is presently occurring. And Father keeps saying it'll be an extended period of this, however long that may be. I'm not given. I could guess for a few days, but no, I'm not even to even suggest that. It's an extended, indefinite period of density. Now, we also know in the blink of an eye, it also can end as well. So what we say in the moment and the information, for the most part, it does play its course. However, there are very rare times with the divine plan that it can change and be good. So it's always subject to immediate change, because you also need to look at divine, and what we are is we are omnipotent, we are ingenious, we are the masters of creation as well. And what this means is that we actually rule and dictate what occurs upon the planet for the good for all. And that in reality the darkness has no control. We're assisting ours out of this darkness, raising them up, and the darkness is left behind. But the darkness are playing a role to assist in getting ours to make a quicker choice to come on, get aligned, if you will, so we get the full mission completed for humanity. So yeah, everything plays a role, and so I believe that's great to just keep it short and simple. I'm not answering any questions with this, just doing this on my phone, and so it's an important update. So heads up to what is occurring, but know that everything is fine, that we did not loop back or in time or what have you. We are going forward. It's just part of that wavy process, and it's important that we have these, as we said. So let's see what occurs, what events will take place in the next few days that will awaken and align more with the higher timelines. And, watch the show, if you will, the dense part of the show. And, of course, don't participate into the density unless you're directly, divinely given to do so. Be wise and do not be fooled and tricked by anything. And and just keep aligned with going forward as we're doing. So, having said that, victory and peace, and this is unity and kisses and winks of love, light, and gratitude wherever you may be. And have a beautiful, amazing morning, day, or night. We'll speak soon. Woohoo!